and welcome to Knit Night 58 of the Sweet Lavender Knits podcast. My name is Christine and I'm coming to you from just outside of Toronto, Ontario in Canada. Today is February the 21st. It's a Sunday morning and I want to welcome you if you are new and welcome back to those that are returning. You can find all the links to my social media, my Ravelry shop, as well as the PayHip store, and all the links to anything that I talk about down below. I also put on show notes in the description box along with timestamps that you can keep track of and skip to different points of the video that you would like to watch. Today I have a finished object for you, work in progress that I'd like to update you on, and some spinning updates. So why don't you grab your needles, your favorite project, something nice to drink, and let's get started. So welcome. I hope you all have had a wonderful week the past week. For us, it was a long weekend. The last weekend was Family Day, and I believe for everyone in the States, it would have been President's Day, so you would have had a long weekend as well. It was Valentine's Day if you celebrate, and I hope all of you had a restful week regardless. A crafty week, possibly. I have had some pain in my arm, and but I've tried to continue with some crafting, try to do my one stripe a day, and also been solely working on this one project that I have to share with you soon. I think it's kind of dangerous to start watching other podcasts, because then I want to knit and make and try everything that they're doing. And so I went as far as I was watching my friend Dawn on Dawn's Days and her vlog, and she was sharing her finished little hexie, I think it's called a needle case, and it's a free download off of Vintage Sewing Box, I believe. I will put the links down below. So of course, right after watching that, and hers looks lovely, and I thought, oh, that's a great project to, you know, just sort of wet your feet into English paper piecing, which I do enjoy watching and I do enjoy doing in my mind, but I haven't actually gone around to completing the process. I get to different steps and sort of leave it because I'm not much of a hand sewer, but I think this project would be a great way to like sort of wet your feet into it. And so right after I watched her, I went onto the website, I downloaded the template, and I gave it to somebody else in my family to help me out with cutting the template, because I was having some pain in my hand. And of course, you know, some people still don't know how to cut on the line, so I have to do it again. So yes, I am looking forward to working on that whenever I do get some time. But we've had snow, and if you are in the southern state, I hope all of you are keeping well, and I know you've had some really bad weather lately. Well, the weather was something that they were expecting, but it's just the infrastructure was not ready for it, it looked like it. So I hope all of you are keeping well and safe, and I know that in different parts of the world where you are watching, you're probably easing out of lockdown. We are still in lockdown, and so I am now, you know, the days are getting a little brighter. I'm getting a little more restless about wanting to do things because of the brighter days, but not being able to do anything really because we can't go shopping. For one, I would like to paint this room, and just being able to get paint supplies, you know, and you can't really shop for paint online without seeing the color, so it's a little tricky. but yeah, that is on my to-do list, and I will let you know when that happens, or I guess you will see it when it happens. Yes, so those are some plans we have, and just trying to take it as we can, go along with it and make the most of it. Spending time with the family is definitely helpful, and for those of you who are you know, struggling with it, my heart does go out, because everyone deals with all of this in very different ways, and I just ask that you ground yourself in something that you do enjoy, whether it's reading, listening to music, to crafting during the day, meditation of any sort. It does help. So yes, that has been the week, and I want to say a very big thank you for all of you that gave me a little cheer, as well as shared the release of the Snow Kisses hat, and I hope all of you who have downloaded the pattern will take a chance and knit it and share your makes on Instagram, if you are able to, with the hashtag Snow Kisses hat, or if you are able to, I don't know if you can do that on Ravelry, if you can tag somebody, but if you do on your project page, I would love to see it, or even better, add it in our group, and I'm sure everyone else will be able to see it as well. Just to mention that the Snow Kisses hat is still on its promotion of 50% off until the end of the month, so make use of that for the next week. You have, if you haven't already picked it up, using the coupon code SNOWKISSES50, I'll put it up on the screen, you can purchase the pattern for 50% off. So thank you again for all your love on that, and I am really I shouldn't be surprised or amazed, but I am each time when I put out a pattern, for all the love that I get. I really am. Now moving on to finished objects. So I showed you last time that I had started on this using up my Advent minis, and I wanted to make a project out of it, because I really liked the Advent minis that I got from my two swap partners, and both of them had hand dyed many of the minis that they were sharing with me, and so I wanted to make something special out of it, that it would be part of my the blankets that I am working on, but also a project in itself. And so with all of the light colors, what I did was make a cowl, and here it is. This is actually this way around. So this is the cowl that I made, and it is a free pattern on Ravelry called Flying Solo, and it's a pattern by Espace Tricot, one of the designers from Espace Tricot, which is a Montreal yarn store, and they put out a lot of free patterns, lots of lovely patterns. So this is what I did with my cowl, is I made them, or my minis, is I made it into a cowl. So the last time I showed you, I had just finished the two pieces, which it has like a split hem here. I had used up two colors, and I was right here with this lovely jewelry that was also part of my Advent. And then I've worked up all the different colors and sort of done like a fade and finished it off, and I didn't even check the pattern how they finish it off, but this is the way I did it, and I just finished it off with a tubular cast off or bind off, because it is it just seemed like the right way to do it, just because I can turn it over. So I'm gonna try and not mess up my hair too much, and I will show it to you how to wear it on. And I can tell you, it is such a cozy cowl. And the idea is that you have a flap in the front and a flap in the back. And I wore an open cardigan so I can show it to you as if it were a coat. If I were to put it on as a coat, this is the part that would show. So that is my cowl, and I can tell you it is so super warm and very cozy. And if I wanted to fluff in my mouth, if I wanted to cover my ears, I could actually like go up and, you know, sort of like bring up the cowl if I wanted to, so that I can shield myself from the wind if I'm outside and it's cold, chilly. And it is a really nice cowl, and I love the color gradient that's happened here with all of the minis. Yes, so now just a little bit more about the cowl. Like I said, about the cowl is that I did use the minis that I had, all of the lighter minis, and I sort of laid them out and tried to get a sort of a gradient the way I thought would be nice, and that's what I've done. And I've paired it, so I've held two yarns together. The pattern does ask you to hold two yarns. The pattern does ask you to hold two strands of the same color and sort of move it in, and it does it in color blocks. But what I did instead was to use one of the fingering from the minis and a strand of the lace alpaca silk of Drops Air. This is the same that I used for my Snow Kisses hat, so I had an extra one left, and that's what I used it for. I knit this on my Knit Picks nickel plated needles, 4.5 millimeters, although the pattern called for 4 millimeters, I believe. So I just wanted a more squishy fabric, and that's what I did, 4.5 millimeters on a 24-inch circular needle, and it was fine. All I had to do was just keep knitting round and round. So yes, this is how it turned out, and I really love it. I'm just gonna give you a close-up because it is very squishy, it is warm, and I'm very happy with the finished product. Today I have some green tea in my pink cup. Take a sip. Moving on to works in progress, and I have to tell you, I didn't have a lot of time to do anything but that cowl. I just kept picking up that cowl because it was me checking off my one stripe a day, my 20 minutes, my one stripe a day on my granny stripe blanket that I will probably share with you on the last week of every month, because I think that'll be a nice update if I do it like that. So I'll share it with you next week. And I did a few rows on the Branches and Buds pullover by Carrie Bostick, and this is a pattern from the Making magazine, volume 1, and it is a pattern that many have knit already, but like you see, I don't have a lot of progress to show you. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I didn't move this, or maybe I did. I can't remember. But this is probably where I was the last time, maybe not. But I know I haven't done a lot. So it's just been my 20 minutes a day that I've tried to continue with this project, as well as the Elton. So I try to do 20 minutes of each a day, or sometimes I alternate between them. And this is participating in Ellie of CrafthouseMagic. She has a make-along going that's called Craft 20 a Day. And so yes, this is my progress on it, and the yarn is from Knit Picks, and I am now on my 9th ball, I think it is. So it's DK weight. It should move along a little faster, I think, but now it's starting to get a little heavy on my hand. And again, it was because my arm was sore, so I've been careful not to strain it too much. So that is my very quick update on my work in progress. So yes, if you have any projects, large projects, or projects that you're really trying to finish up, or you like them but you're just struggling to finish it, I do encourage you to join. This is a year-long make-along that Ellie is hosting, and it's called the Craft 20 a Day. And all it asks of you is that you spend 20 minutes each day on that project, and chipping away at in small chunks will get you moving forward. So the last thing I have for you is a little bit of a spinning update, and I know I did a little clip for you with me spinning probably about 2 weeks ago probably, and since then I have to say that my spinning wheel no longer rocks. My husband did fix it for me, and it took him like just about a couple of minutes, and that was it. He needed to tighten some knobs, and it worked fine. I have been doing my spinning every other day, and I try to keep it to around at least 3 times a week, so as not to strain my arm or back or from paddling, so just to keep it a little easier on me. I split up the fiber, and I had spinned the singles and finished it. And then was the challenging part, because that was the challenge for me the last time as well, is with the plying. So I know that with plying you have to spin the wheel in the other direction from which you spin the single in. So if you're spinning singles in a clockwise direction, you ply in an anti-clockwise direction. But I can tell you it was not easy, because I don't know why it was not easy. It was just, well, actually I figured it out why it was not easy, is because my two bobbins, when sitting on the Lazy Susie on the spinning wheel, were not rotating at the same speed. So it just kept breaking, and this is my first try at it, and you can see it is not good. I don't mind. I mean, I know it's not the best. But I don't mind sharing it with you guys in case somebody is thinking of spinning, and you always see all these really nice spun yarn. It doesn't always start off like that. So I'm trying to keep it real here so that you can see that there are struggles. So I did show you how my yarn was overspun, and it was not pretty. Like, I'll tell you, it just was not pretty. It kept breaking, and I didn't know how to like, some of it, the overspun parts were spinning into itself, so it became like a 3-ply in some spots. It was not. And then it just kept breaking. One of them kept breaking, the one that was not turning as fast as the other one. And so then I just tried some chain plying, and so I gave it a try. And so this is my first attempt, I would say, and it's just a mishmash of different things. Will I use it? I don't know. I don't know right now, but I'm just keeping it because I think it's a good reminder to see how you progress with different, as you go through it and get better at something. So this is my first plied yarn attempt. But then what I did is I took the bobbins off the Lazy Susie on my spinning wheel. I took the bobbins off the spinning wheel, and I wound up both of them separately as yarn cakes, and then I just had them on both sides of my spinning wheel on the floor, and then I plied them, and it was almost perfect. So you can see, so they're still on the bobbin, and now I need to wind it up like the other one and soak it, give it a wash, something called thrashing, I guess, thrashing or thrashing, I'm not sure, where you sort of like agitate the yarn just a little bit to get out all of the overspun energy in it, and then it should be good for use. So that's the part I will share with you once I have it done. But this is my finished spinning object. I don't know, it's not like completely done, but yeah, just an update. That's what I've been up to. So once I finish that, I wanted to get the next fiber onto the spinning wheel right away because I didn't want to lose my spinning mojo. And so this is some lovely fiber that my son brought me back from Eastern Europe, and this is made in Turkey. It's 100% wool. It doesn't tell you what kind of wool, and this had a package of 50 grams, and this is the make. It's called Nako Keshi, and he picked pink because he knows I like pink. So I have several of these. This is just a second. So what I've done is I opened up the whole thing and I tore it down the middle so I would have equal halves. And this is just the one half. The other half is on the spinning wheel. I've spun almost all of it. So once that's done, I will start on the second. This is for the second bobbin. So I will keep you updated on that, and I'm really liking the spinning, and it gives me a chance to like watch a podcast while I'm spinning, and the 30 minutes, it's up to 30 now, so about 30 minutes goes by really fast. And it's also teaching me the technique of trying to keep the yarn a lot more even. So just from what you can see here, this is probably somewhere in between DK weight and fingering weight, which is nice because I do prefer fingering, and so I hope you can see that. But yeah, but it's not perfect. Like there are lots of overspun points in there, but I am really enjoying that. So yes, I'm definitely doing a lot more than I have been before. Within a week, I do different crafts, and I can see that it helps me keep that energy going, or keep that creativity going in different ways and expressing it in different ways. I hope all of you find something to be inspired by as well, and try the things that you love, or the things that you've thought maybe one day, you know, I hope you do find that time. And so yes, that's what's been happening over this week. I hope all of you are keeping well, and we're heading into the last week of February already. The days are just zooming by, and I want to thank you very much for sitting down and spending a little time with me, and hope you got some crafting done. Please let me know what you were working on. I'd love to hear that from you. And I have plans to do a little bit of dyeing today, and if I do get it done today, then I'll probably include some pictures of that here as well. But if not, I will share it with you the next time. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe and be crafty, and until next time, happy knitting. Bye-bye.